The day McCarthy farted.
And saved the from the ground.
Thank you. In the back of Donga country, there's a tale the old folks tell about a bloke whose name is famous in the town of Adelaide. And if you'd like, I'll tell you a bit about this little town. It's a dry and dusty place until the rains come down. Well, back in 1927, when it hadn't rained for weeks, there was bull dust in the billabongs and dead sheep in the creeks. But the hero of our story was soon to help them out on the day McCarthy farted.
And saved the town from drought.
Well, now, no one knew too much about this joker from the scrub, but they'd heard some yarns about him from some drovies in the pub. Some said he came from Bunker's Run, and some said Euro Park. But one thing they agreed upon, he sure knew how to fart. And this was proved one day beyond a shadow of a doubt. The day McCarthy farted.
And saved the town from drought.
Well, the Bungadell was as hard and dry as a 3-week stale old crust. The sheep was drinking whiskey, and their piss had turned to dust. They had a dam up in the hills about a mile outside of town that should have filled the water tanks, but not a drop came down. They sent a deputation up to see what could be wrong, and they found they had a problem that they hadn't reckoned on. Old Bert's dead horse was blocking up the channel from the dam. You'd think they'd shift it, but the bloody thing was jammed. 50 blokes with crowbars bashed it 50 days and nights. But they couldn't shift the bugger. It was jammed there, good and tight. They had a stack of water, but they couldn't get it out till the day McCarthy farted.
And saved the town from drought.
They blasted it with dynamite, but couldn't get it loose. And even Murphy's bullet team just wasn't any use. There's only one hope left for us, said Clancy's brother Woo. We'll have to get McCarthy and see what he can do. The cry went up, McCarthy! He's the one who knows the art. He could send that horse there flying with a well-constructed fart. And so the townsfolk waited for the day to come about. For the day McCarthy farted.
And saved the town from drought.
At last, McCarthy came, and all the people gathered round to see the man whose fart was going to send the waters down. He came on 2 big horses, with half his bum on each. A bum so big a man could drive a tram between the cheeks. McCarthy was a quiet bloke, but thorough through and through. He said, I'll need some food and drink, so see what you can do. So they started preparations and laid out a mighty spread, with 40 tons of onions and a pile of prunes and bread. They had 50 tons of blue vein cheese and 50 kegs of stout. On the day McCarthy farted,
And saved the town from drought.
He sat down with a knife and fork and really knocked it back, then finished off the kegs of stout in 30 seconds flat. McCarthy stood up slowly and he turned his bum around. The people all took cover as they heard a dreadful sound, like the roaring of a lion, and a chill ran through their hearts. McCarthy's body trembled, and he began to fart. He farted and he farted till the earth began to quake. The hills they started shaking and the dam began to break. But still McCarthy farted till it made the thunder crack. The winds they howled, the lightning flared, the sky was turning black. They heard it up in China where the upside down as well. They heard it up in heaven, and they heard it down in hell. I hardly need to tell you it was really on the snout on the day McCarthy farted.
And saved the town from drought.
And that was how McCarthy saved the town of Bungadell. His memories there still lingers on, and so too does the smell. And even down in Adelaide, they've heard about his art, and every other year they hold a festival of farts.